Hi, I'm Sally and this is a tutorial for my leaf to go with any of the flowers that I've made. It will attach to the underside of the flower like so, which I'll show you how to do at the end. You will need two different coloured green bands just to add some detail into the centre. You can do it all solids green if you wish. So let's get started. So taking your loom, this configuration with the arrows pointing towards you, you are taking two bands, whatever colour green you wish to use, unless you're doing a different colour that isn't green, then two of those bands, and this is the same colour as your outer, as your main green colour. I'm using a metallic sort of mid dark green for my outer, and then a lighter green on the inner, and you're going from the centre first to the side second, so it's quite a steep diagonal, and the same the other side. Like so. And then we're going down with double bands 7 times down the side of your loom on both sides. So that's 4, 5, that's 2 bands together, so we'll just put that to one side for a minute. That's 6, 6. Apologise if you can hear my washing machine in the background. Decided just to start spinning, but hopefully you can't hear it. And then we are going with double bands again to do the same kind of diagonal as we did at the top. So like this, and then we're going to do exactly the same down the other side. So double bands. All the way down. Bands are all stuck together. They're not rainbow loom bands, just in case you think they are. They're another brand whose name escapes me at the moment. I'm sure rainbow loom bands are much better than these. And then again, diagonally. Now down the centre, you're still going to use double bands, but you're going to use one of your outer colour and one of a different shade of green. This will just help to sort of show the vein down the middle. So you're going down with one of each band all the way down. It doesn't matter which way round they are, you'll still be able to see both once they're looped. Like so. So you're going all the way down to that point which we've just made with the other bands at the sides. It's not too tricky a design, this one. It's pretty simple, but I think it does help to add a little extra to each of the flowers. Make them a little bit more realistic. Okay, so then when you're finished, you should have something that's like this. And we're going to add bands on each of the points to help to add the sort of pointy leaf look. So, whichever colour you've used for the outer, you want to take 4 bands and then wrap. So pull it out and wrap them around your hook, so you get 3 times, so you get this. And then doing the same again with another band and pushing them down all together, and then taking double bands over the end of your hook, securing it with your finger. Just slide those 2 wrapped bands onto the double bands, like so, and then hook it back onto your hook. Centralize them, and there we go. You should have something like this, and we're going to place this onto this point here, and this will also act as a cap band. So it's like this. We're going to do exactly the same up on the top one, so 4 bands again. Wrapping them around your hook, 2 bands, taking double bands on the end of your hook, secure with your finger, and then slide these bands over. Like so. Sorry, I went off camera then, I didn't realise. Like so. The 2 wrap bands onto double bands, and placing over the end like this. So when you have your 2 wrap bands on each end, we're going to place some horizontal bands. So taking your main colour green, we're going to place it in a triangle here, and then we're just going to pull this one down. So this one's a diamond, the rest will be triangles. And just peeling my bands apart. Then we go in a triangle shape, and again, and we're going all the way up with triangle bands, and these will just help to hold it together so that each of the rows don't come apart. It just keeps them all held together. And we're going all the way up like this. So you've got your bottom cap band here, your diamond band, and then triangles all the way up, like so. Don't place one on this one. And once you're at that stage, you're ready to loop. So going in through this bottom cap band here, pushing it back out the way, you want to take the top 2 bands, which for me will go forwards. I've only got one, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to find the other one, and these bands are quite slippery and my hook keeps sliding off of them. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, and then again, taking the top 2 bands again, and you want to go to whichever side they came from and hook them back on themselves. And again, for some reason, only one got hooked. So I'm going to do the second one. And then again over that way. So there we have the first hoops bands, and then we're going to continue to loop all the way up to this point here. It's the tedious bit of the tutorial. But I try and think of something interesting to say. So you can use any bands you want for this design, any colours. Whatever takes your fancy. You could do multicolours if you wish. Go in through the horizontal bands, push them out of the way and loop up. Don't loop your horizontal bands. And then taking that big stretch across to there. So this is the first I've looped, like that. I'm going to go up the centre next. Can loop, see? Bands were playing up. So they will do whatever they want to do. Have a mind of their own, I'm sure, in some way or another. And that's loop around there. And I'm just going to do the last side now. So just looping like a bracelet. If you would like to show me how your leaves come out, what they look like with your flowers, or any designs you've done on them, varying colour combinations, whatever, I am on Instagram if you'd like to show me and tag me in your photos at Sally's Looming, and I would love to see them. It's always nice to see how my tutorials, what they result in. So once you're like this and it's all looped, you're going to take these two bands that we placed on, first of all, going in through this top pin, pushing all these bands out of the way and looping up. If you can find them, there is a lot of tension from your bands. Put it around the pin. Ooh. They're having none of it today. They do not want to play. There we go. There we go. We've cracked it. So, taking your bands, both ends of each band on your hook, you're going to make a slip knot, so like this. Put it slightly to the side when you tie it off, because you have these wrap bands here, so you want to pull it slightly to the side. If your bands are like mine and they're sort of jelly bands, you just want to place it over the side pin like so, just to hold it while you remove it from your loom. If you can tighten them. When I used the bands on my original leaf design, on this one, because they're normal bands, they did tighten up quite easily, but jelly bands are slippery and they don't like to tighten as easily. But there we go. The result in the end will be the same. So just remove from your loom. And you'll see it coming, making shape as you take it off. And as you get near the top, just be careful of this band if it hasn't tightened. So, tighten this band, these bands here, like this. And it looks a little bit curled up and a little bit strange, so just give them a little tug. Try not to tug at the wrap bands too much, as they will come out and they will look weird. So just try and do the main body of the leaf rather than the end bands. So you can see I pulled on this one and it sort of sits all on its own. but once it's behind the flower you won't be able to see it and it'll be fine. So, hiding these bands now. So, taking your hook in through the back of your leaf, taking these 2 bands, pulling them through, like so. And again, if you need to use a C-clip to hold this in place, then please do whatever you feel is necessary, but it does generally hold quite well just being tucked in. So now we have our leaf. I'm going to take whichever flower you want to attach it to. I'm going to use the daisy sort of forget-me-not flower, and you will also need a C-clip, and we're going to place the C-clip through the back of your flower. If you work out how much of the leaf you want to show, so depends on preference really. So I'm going to go about there, I think, so it's sort of like this. So I'm going to place this band on the centre, this clip, sorry, on the centre, and just pull through a couple of the bands. So it's sitting through like this. And then taking a couple of the top bands of your leaf, just position it before you clip it, and then just taking through, again, you may need to use your hook just to pull them away from the leaf, a little bit fiddly, like that, and that will just clip on, and then you can manoeuvre it and push it in so it's hidden, so you can't see it. You may need to use more than one C-clip if it is a bit wobbly. But there we have your flower with its leaf. So I hope you've enjoyed making this. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to see more tutorials like this. I do have a bee and a butterfly tutorial which will to sit on top of the flower, and I am working on other flowers as well. I do have a bigger clematis flower tutorial and a double daffodil which I have here, which you could also attach the flower, the leaf to, excuse me. I'm on Instagram if you'd like to show me your final finished creations, at Sally's Looming, and I think that's all I have to say. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.